It's time to save the USF. Congress created the FCC's Universal Service Fund to ensure that phone and broadband services are available and affordable across the U.S. Millions of families, schools, libraries, businesses, and rural communities rely on the USF for connectivity. The USF is funded by telecom providers that contribute a percentage of their interstate and international telecom revenues. This percentage is called the contribution factor. Providers typically pass the USF charge on to their customers' monthly phone bills. The USF is in jeopardy. As customers today buy and rely more on broadband than phone service, the contribution factor has skyrocketed from 6% to around 30%. This means consumers and businesses are now paying an additional 30% on their telecom bills. And this number is projected to rise to 44% in 2025 and close to 50% in 2027 without reform. And consumers who purchase home phone service are paying a disproportionate share into USF, including older Americans. We need reform now. A high contribution factor distorts the market. For example, customers can avoid the high USF fee by purchasing similar services that aren't required to contribute to USF. The U.S. Forward Coalition is a broad group of over 340 organizations that has a solution. Include broadband internet access service revenues to fund the USF. Doing so would drop the contribution factor to less than 4%. This means the average consumer purchasing a home voice and broadband internet plan would likely save money each month, and it would correct the market distortions that plague the industry. Leading economists show that including broadband internet revenues makes the most economic sense as it causes the least market distortion. Plus, the FCC has the statutory authority to implement this solution now. This solution is also smart. Historically, the services that pay into the USF are those that receive USF support. While all 4 USF programs today help fund broadband, these services do not pay into the USF. Stable. Broadband revenues continue to increase. Equitable. Consumers that rely on phone services will likely save money and be treated more fairly. Leading economists also show that proposals targeting certain tech companies will increase costs for consumers and distort the market. For example, charging only streamers but not their competitors could skew the video market as consumers look to avoid additional fees. However, a USF fee on broadband service is not expected to deter consumers from buying broadband. We need the FCC to reform USF so that it is fair, predictable, and sustainable. Congress should encourage the FCC to act on USF reform and save the USF ASAP.